Noah Kagan here. I was number 30 at Facebook, number 4 at Mint.com, and I'm the founder of AppSumo.com, which is an 8-figure business and the #1 software site online for deals. So today I'm going to show you 11 new jobs that you should take advantage of that have been created after coronavirus. So these are things I've seen and I'm really excited for people to go do. Number 1, home office setup experts. Yes, I'm in my home. That's my treadmill desk. So the point being is that there's a lot of people working at home. What tools should they use? What desk should they get? What ergonomics? When I had Intel, we actually had an ergonomics specialist come in and show us how to sit at a desk. So I think that's going to be a huge opportunity for a lot of people out there. Secondly, online promoters. So there's people at the club, hey man, you want a flyer? Come to my club. I don't know why I did that accent. But I think there's a lot of opportunities. So I've been doing a weekly work from home variety show and I just went to a baby shower on Zoom. So how can you actually start help connecting and being like the new agent for all these online meetings? So musicians, magicians, dancers, whatever it is, could be for company meetings, could be for happy hours. I think the online promoter industry for this new economy is going to be huge. The new normal, guys. Number 3, gym equipment rental. No one knows how long all this stuff is going to last, but could you actually go out, grab a bunch of gym equipment, buy a bunch of gym equipment, and actually just rent it out to people? Think about this. You can rent it out for $5 a week. That's $250 a year. And that actually sounds pretty affordable to be renting out stuff. So go rent out gym equipment for a bunch of people. Number 4, I actually heard this one as well, and I love it, which is virtual graduation coordinator. Yeah, someone's getting paid 5 Gs per graduation to set this up all technically for these schools. So I think there's a really interesting opportunity for people to think about that as a new job in the future. Number 6, there's the content creators of digital e-commerce. So not Shopify with things from China or wherever they're made, but digital e-commerce. So things we sell on AppSumo. GumRoad is one of my other favorite sites for this. So 2 things that I've seen from this are Zoom virtual backgrounds. I've seen coloring books. There's a lot of ebooks. There's a lot of things that you can go create from a digital perspective for the new economy. So Zoom backgrounds, I thought was a silly one, but I think go check out GumRoad as well as AppSumo and see what other digital things could I be creating for all the people that are becoming online or all the people that are now working from home. Number 7, this one's a stupid one, but it's important, which is a delivery job, especially if you're not working. I've had a lot of people complain like, you're only sharing stuff that's like, you're already rich in your high castle. No, I'm gonna actually do a future video where I apply to be an Amazon delivery driver. But the point is, delivery now is almost more critical than ever before. And if that's gonna be a job and you need work, I would go apply for that. I appreciate every one person out there that's doing that. Number 8, new tech guru. So think about how many companies and how many people now are using Zoom that weren't using Zoom before. A lot, right? So what about Miro? What about Tandem? What about Clubhouse? And a lot of other tools that you haven't even heard before. So I think there's a really interesting opening of jobs where you can go to individuals, grandmas, moms, sons, brothers, and companies and say, hey, here's tech that you maybe need. You can find it on AppSumo.com or just tech in general as well. Let me help you implement it or set it up in your business because things are changing fast. And I think some of the old school stuff isn't going to be applying to this new school way. The new economy is happening. Number 9, online event architect. So this is really interesting is that a lot of people are starting to set up different events. I'm sure you've been to a bunch of I saw there's like goats on Zoom. I know there's clubs on Zoom, but no one really wants to learn what's the tech behind setting up all these online events. And so how do you actually be an online event architect? Is it with Eventbrite? Is it with Zoom? Should you use Google Meet out? Do I want breakout rooms? Maybe in companies, how do we do small team meetings? So I think there's a really interesting opportunity to go and actually do it even as a volunteer, do it for free with some companies or do it for free with some events, help these events go from offline to online and be an architect. And that is actually a great, huge opportunity because think about how much conferences have been offline that are going to go online. A ton. So how do you actually be an online event architect for all these companies? They have the audiences already. There's a way that you can actually help them now bring that online. Number 10, a webinar engineer. This one I was really excited. There's a guy named Charles who we were working with on our YouTube channel. And so he is pretty much around to fix any of our fuck-ups. And so Charles is really amazing. And I think there's a huge opportunity where if you can do some video editing, if you understand YouTube, if you understand OBS, if you understand Twitch and some of the streaming, if you understand a lot of that stuff, I think there's a great opportunity where you can go to people and say, hey, I saw you messed up with this thing or the chat thing or this thing. Let me be your engineer for those webinars or for those live streams. I think that's going to be a gigantic opportunity for how many I've seen already. And the number 11 one that I thought was really interesting is called a day optimizer. And this is one that I think was in the past, but I think it's going to become more important in the future because if you're at home with kids, which, man, big respect, big ups, LEG to those people, because that's a lot to deal with, especially the partner and the kids and the job. And so how can you be a day architect, a day optimizer for a lot of people? Help them structure their day, maybe help them get their day out or whatnot. But I think there's a lot of opportunity for saying let me figure out where your day you're messed up, where you're doing great, and let me help you get it out. I'm gonna throw in a bonus one that actually got me really excited recently, is a short-term rental office space. So Airbnb has been good for houses because there's been a lot of extra houses that people have bought and rented them full time, which is a whole nother story. But I think a lot of people have extra houses or have extra space. And someone like myself, I don't actually want to sit at my home. I'm at my home again. What up? It's 800 square feet. It's tiny. It's my alcohol collection. I want to get the fuck out. So create a marketplace or create some way that I can go to people's houses that maybe are safe, or their guest houses, or their office, or somewhere that's a cleaner environment, and get a new experience. So I paid money for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna go stay in another house and see how that goes. So those are the jobs that I'm excited in 2020. If there's other jobs that you are doing yourself, or you've created, or you've seen, hit it below in the comments, hit that like button and subscribe. I love you guys.